So if you're watching this video, you probably got a new succulent in the mail from my shop, the Succulent Lady shop. If that's not where you got your succulent, I encourage you to go check out my shop. It is in the description below. So I want to just show you, kind of some essentials of what to do when you get your succulent. So the first thing is to make sure you get a pot with a drainage hole. Your succulent will die if the pot does not have a drainage hole because the water can't come out and the roots will rot. The second thing is some special cactus and succulent soil. You can find this at like pretty much any plant store, Lowe's, Home Depot. The big thing is it has these things in it called perlite. It's like little white rocks. They help the soil drain well. So that's what is most important, is having a pot and soil that allow the soil to drain well so it won't get overwatered, because that is how succulents die. So I'm going to just show you how to pot it. If you order it from my online shop, it will come dry root because that's the safest way to get it. But if you're getting yours from a different place, take it out and try to get all this excess soil off, because you want it to have a fresh start in its new pot, and it will help it grow its roots better. So you got it down to like this. That's good. So this pot, I want them resting about here, so I'm going to put some soil down about halfway. Oh, and if there is any dry leaves or anything, this is how you take them off. See if it focused, so you can propagate it. So go right up against it and just slowly peel it back so it looks like this. Focus. And this is a good way to remove it so you can propagate it. If you break it off where this end isn't there, I haven't had any success propagating them that way. So I'm actually not going to use these gloves. I was going to show you how to pot a cactus, which you definitely should pot with gloves, but succulents, you don't need them. So then I filled it and I made just like a little hole. You probably can't see that very well, but I just pressed it down in the middle a little bit. And so then I'm going to hold him up with one hand and then just kind of put soil around the other hand, just so he stays in the middle. I don't know why I named him a he. So there's a lot of like trends going on with succulents of putting them in like terrariums or glass containers, and that's actually really bad because they can't drain, and people wonder why their succulents die. So then you just keep going around. Till it looks like this. Yay! So it's nice and centered. It's about like, the bottom leaves you don't want touching the soil, because that can also have them rot. So they're just a little bit above the soil. Pat it down so it's nice and secure and he's not tipping. And this is something I like to do just purely for decoration. I get some of these small little stones. You can get these, I get them at my plant store, and I put them around. I think it just makes it look pretty. So yeah, and there you go. And now you have a beautiful succulent in a pot. And the next thing, and pretty much the only thing that you need to make sure, is that the succulent gets a lot of light. So on a windowsill with like south facing sun, you know, at least half the day getting sun. And if you don't have that in your house or apartment, get a grow light. I'll link my favorite below. This will really help them thrive and do well. And lastly, do not overwater them. They only need water when the soil is completely dry. Like you can tell from where I took it from, like I could just pull this guy out and all this soil fell off. That's how dry this soil is. Like that is when it's ready to water. This soil is, you know, you can still like compact it. That is way too wet to water it. Do not water it then. So only water it when the soil is completely dry, no moisture. Usually that's like once a week depending on where you live. And yeah, your succulent should do great if you follow those steps. If you're still having problems, be sure to reach out to me and I'll try to help.